Hi Taurus, welcome back to the Warriors Journey Tarot. This is your weekly reading for July 18th to the 24th. I know I made big promises for July. I couldn't keep it, and I had it's been a roller coaster ride, okay, with the Mercury retrograde and then stuff going on in Cancer, and now it's going, the Mercury retrograde is moving from Leo into Cancer soon. Then there was the solar eclipse, the partial eclipse in Capricorn. Whatever, okay, it's been a lot, okay? I've been having a lot of dreams every day where I can't keep up, and I have bags down to my knees. I don't know, man, it's been up and down and sideways. So stuff that you can easily figure out, where logic says, you know, you do this one move, or you know what you're working with, and then you make a decision. This Mercury retrograde felt like all of a sudden all these different ingredients are in the pot that doesn't even have anything to do with what you have to do, but somehow it's taking up brain space and consideration. So it's been just real heavy. Also, guys, I wanted to talk about the Uranus in Taurus transit that we're going through right now. I never talked about this. I don't think I did. It started in March and it lasts for 7 years. So, just a few facts. It says that Uranus is the planet of rebellion, change, discovery, innovation, invention, novelty, all things progressive, forward moving. And it takes Uranus 84 years to circle the sun, so basically 7 years in each sign. Now, it's entered Taurus in March 6th, 2019. It will be out of Taurus in April 2026. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to give you just to keep this in mind, because we know this is Taurus's reading, and you know Taurus rules roots, the earthly matters, things of value, family, love, beauty, material comforts, finances, basically everything important. So let me just talk about this 7 years with Uranus in Taurus, okay? So it says here, what was it? Okay, middle of the Great Depression was the last time this happened, which is 1934 to 41. And it's likened to a warrior princess as a rebellious planet meets Venus, because we know Venus rules Taurus. Venus governs finances, abundance, beauty, earthliness, strength. It's a time for women's empowerment, advancement. Our relationship to the earth is important, our environment. And it says Taurus is a fixed sign. As an earth sign, it is the most fixed sign. And if you choose to be Taurus, I take this as a strength, okay, is that you are immovable if you want to be, okay, because you're that strong. So Uranus has an everything must go energy, and then you've got that with the sign of Taurus, with Venus ruling Taurus. So what we're seeing is this rebellion, revolution, dictators, autonomy, free will, bohemian kind of energy. This is all about Uranus, what it likes. Freedom, creativity, earthquakes, natural disasters, all these kind of things. So what I was basically reading into this is that with Taurus, with the Venus energy, why they call it a warrior princess is because you got this rebellion and making forward change. And then you've got this traditional house of Taurus. So basically, you know, all this Me Too movement stuff, you know, LGBTQ rights, advancing those rights, and working for equality, and especially to uplift women's issues. We're going to see all of these things with the Uranus transit in Taurus lasting 7 years. Now we've got the Mercury retrograde. When does Mercury retrograde end? When does it end? 31st of July, I believe. Yeah, it was July 7th to the 31st. Also, guys, I just want to mention, which I don't think a lot of people talk about, is August is considered ghost month. Okay, what does that mean? Well, in Asian cultures, and there's a lot of like references to Chinese kind of superstitions, beliefs, and there's roots in Buddhist beliefs as well. Speaking to the gates of hell open during August. And all of these like pretas, I think that's a Sanskrit term, it's like the hungry ghosts, okay, these hell realm beings, they come out and they have like free reign to, like, roam about and walk the earth. This 1 month break during August. So a lot of Asians, they won't do business, they won't sign contracts, they won't travel, they won't make big decisions, because it's kind of like, it gives me the feeling of Mercury retrograde, except in a, ghostly, with a ghostly vibe. So, you got the Day of the Dead with Latin, I think it's Mexican culture, and then other cultures too who celebrate their ancestors passing and things of that nature. Well, they do that too. But with August, the ghost month, basically they make offerings, kind of like asking, here's an offering of food and stuff that we leave out. Please, don't harm us, don't cause conflict, don't cause problems. So that's another little thing to keep note of. Google it, guys. It's ghost month, August. Which means between this Mercury retrograde and the ghost month, everybody's apparently supposed to just freeze and not do anything, which is not possible. Okay, now that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about, just to keep it in mind in case, you do have some moves to make, and there's so many things to prepare for in August. So just to keep it in mind, and maybe, do some research and find out if there's anything that you would like to find out more about, okay? Just for defensive living here for August. All right. Mercury retrograde goes into Cancer on on the July 19th. Okay, we just had the partial solar eclipse on the 16th with the full moon. Now the 19th is Mars going into Cancer, increased sensitivity. I'm looking forward to it, okay? I think that's why I'm back on YouTube. Anyway, so I'm using, what is this deck, man? Line Strider? Okay, Line Strider Tarot deck. And let's pull a full Celtic. Feel free to timestamp. And by the way, also, I was saying I'm going to do lives. I'm not doing lives right now because I don't want people doing super chats and stuff like that. I was looking into it, and it's like YouTube takes 30% of this and that, donations or whatever. Not cool. So forget that, okay? As for personal readings, I don't know how I feel about that still, but I do think I'm going to see how it goes, and I'm going to lower my fees down the road. Don't know when. Probably in after I've done these readings. Again, feel free to timestamp. All right, this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 18th to the 24th. Full Celtic cross, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For anything that comes up here for July 18th to the 24th, please. Can we get a full Celtic cross for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 18th to the 24th, please? I have to light incense. Okay. If you notice, I got all this rose quartz out. I got a rose quartz ring. This is all Cancer. Cancer's influence. Feeling fantastic in the beginning with the Cancer influence, and Mercury retrograde hit, and then the eclipse. Ooh, it was tense during the eclipse. This partial solar eclipse. It was real tense. Okay, so now feels like the fog is lifted. All right. Ooh. Two of Wands wanting more. Side note here. Nine of Wands. The Wounded Warrior. You see this fox with a bandage on his head. This is having barriers up, okay? I'll go more in detail just to see what's around this, where this direction's going, whether it be work, love, so on. All right, so you got the Moon, the Hermit, Nine of Pentacles. All right, you know what this says to me? This is hilarious. Okay, you basically got 3 cards, 1, 2, 3, of having your guard up and being single. You got the Hermit, okay? Yeah, it could be a Virgo in your life. It could be, a spiritual teacher or a guru or someone. Or it could be you going on a retreat in isolation. But when I see all these cards, right, it's like on one side you got wanting more with Two of Wands. That's like wanting to travel, putting energy out to try to make things happen, and you're inspired and you're making things happen. If you're in a relationship, wanting to be, you know, keeping an eye out and seeing what else is still out there. Now, let's just go from wanting more to what the situation is. 9 of Wands. You see these wands in the background, and this fox here with a dagger guarding it, okay? The wounded warriors, like the battle's just been fought. A little bit roughed up here, a little bit injured, a little wounded, hurt. With the guard up, it's like, no, you're not coming in here. I got my defenses up. Then you got the moon. Okay, so we have the moon can also, you know, be representing this whole Cancer energy. It could represent your subconscious, your hidden feelings, dreams. I don't know if you guys have been going through that. Please message in the comment section below if you guys have been having crazy dreams too. And then there is also this feeling, again, of isolation, loneliness, depression, all that comes with the energy of the moon. And I'm taking it down that road, not the psychic and intuitive, and could be with both of these, okay? With the Hermit and the moon, it could be a very psychic time for you. A time where you are, like, you know, doing spiritual work and you're introspective and keeping your, you know, just meditating, doing different kind of retreats. I don't know, whatever that may be. We've talked about it before, Vipassana, personal retreat, or even if you're just taking time out, you know, and being a little bit antisocial and time out for yourself. That with the moon, it could all gives us energy of being single, like feeling very deep things right now, and trying to figure things out, not feeling social, not feeling like you want to, you know, be open and receptive to other people, but feeling a lot like you're getting a lot of downloads, you're getting a lot of feelings, you're trying to, you know, figure things out and swim through all those emotions. Like that's what I'm getting here. As far as people trying to approach you, you got single, okay? Like 9 of Pentacles is the ideal single lady or man, okay? Where you've done well, you can take care of yourself. You can stand on your own 2 feet and you're not trying to do anything but, you know, you're not trying to catch somebody or fall, or, you know, in love and all these types of, what's ruling 9 of Pentacles is you're doing really well at taking care of yourself. Your home is nice. You've got, you know, your single life. You've got your fun things that you like to do. Career is going great. But again, this is where you've been able to manifest for yourself. And then you have 10 of Pentacles where you're able to manifest for others, which kind of comes in with commitments, marriage, children, all that, you know, kind of stuff. So you have the Bird of Spirit here saying there's more to life than this. And I feel like you want more, but you have your defenses up. Why is your defenses up? The barrier. Okay, now I'm going to tell you in love and romance, because it seems like it's going this way. Okay, because we see finances are fine with 9 of Pentacles. For some of you, it might be that, you know, you've been hurt before and who hasn't. And so, you know, going through this period of wanting to be solo. And for some of you, it could be where you have other things, like you have children and you're single and you don't want to, you can't even fathom, you know, making time for somebody else because your kids are your priority. And that being a major, major obstacle barrier as well, where you're like, no, you're not getting in. But I see here, there are people who want to get in. Okay, this is not a card of someone who's desperado. This is someone who is like, yeah, wounded, but doing really well for themselves, independent, strong, empowered, but going through a lot of emotional things right now, figuring things out. Wanting more though. There's this 2 of Wands. Wands are the fire energy, inspiration. So you've got this energy of wanting to know what else is out there. Curiosity. And this, you know, still having that window open of hope or inspiration towards something more than what you have. Okay? And I'm taking that as like a love read here. On the bottom, we have Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles can represent here a move. This is the seed of the Pentacles, the earth. It could be so many things. It could be about a new home, a new job, a new relationship. That's here at the bottom. Okay? So let me go back into the read. So we see this, right? And you know how it goes. I like to pull out the side cards, and normally I won't do it if there's more than 3, but you know you guys are my favorites, so I did. Alright, so let's go back into the main read here. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 18th to the 24th. Please, thank you so much for that reading. That's another thing, the spiritual downloads. My goodness, okay? I can't. There's not enough hours in the day for me right now. I got bags down to my knees. Anyways, I'm very fortunate. Have wonderful, wonderful, wonderful opportunities right now, and I'm very excited. Woo! Look at that. What popped out? What is it? What is it? What is it? I didn't even see. 3 of Wands. Look at that. Oh, isn't it? Okay. 3 of Wands. We saw the 2 of Wands before, now we see 3 of Wands. You saw, I said, wanting more. Well, the 3 of Wands is when you're pulling those rewards in. What inspired you, what you were excited about, passionate about, what you made happen. Now, for some of you, like for some people, tarot readers will say Wands are just straight up creative energy. And I've seen other people go, it's work. It's related to your work. Now, I'm just going to take it as, with 2 of Wands and 3 of Wands, when we saw the drop with those 4 cards and 1 on the side, with 2 of Wands on the other side, wanting more. Well, 3 of Wands is saying, you put some kind of feelers out. And I feel, because this is my tarot channel, it's my reading and my cards, what I'm seeing here is from the 2 of Wands is the next step, 3 of Wands going, because you still have that open, that possibility that you, for whatever reason, okay, where it's not a complete shutdown, there's something coming in. It could be 2 people coming in, okay, because it'll show a merchant at the top of the cliff here. It's got these 2 animals, and then you'll see 2 ships coming in full of goodies, okay, that this merchant has put all his resources into, to send out, to invest, and then the ships are coming in with all the great stuff that he has collected from his travels, that he has ordered, and then he's going to sell it, and then he's going to be loaded, and then he's going to be successful. And then you get the 4 of Wands, where you have a very solid foundation of a stable life, investments, reaping benefits and rewards, and having material comfort. Okay, so now you got the 3 of Wands. It looks like there's 2 people coming in. 2 people coming in, okay, who are interested in the possibility of starting something up with you, because you left that open. All right. But the thing is, we see that 9 of Wands, Wounded Warrior card and all that. It's up to you, Taurus. The barrier's up. It feels like they don't even know where they're going because they can't read you. Okay? All right. Back to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, for July 18th to 20. Here we go again. All right. Another side read. 7 of Swords, 3 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. 7s. Okay, we talked about the 7s first of all. 7 years, right? Uranus and Taurus. I'm just saying, you know. And 7 is the number for the desire realm, the desire energy here. So we've got 7 of Swords, starting over. It's called the Lord of Unstable Efforts. I call this the Taurus card too. Trial and error. This could be also someone sneaking away with your information. Okay, so we got the 7 of Swords. Then we got this very social card in celebration with 3 of Cups and 7 of Pentacles. Waiting to see this bird building its nest, okay, before the eggs come. And then, you know, you can lay the eggs. So basically, waiting for your rewards. This is a very social energy. This could be dating, because it feels like this reading went this way. Dating, your ex-boyfriends, your, that kind of energy, okay? Somebody from your past returning kind of energy. And then this waiting energy and this sneaky energy. So I don't know if someone's been keeping tabs on you with the 7 of Swords energy, or if, because it can be sneaking away of something, okay? Where you might know about it, and you're not going to do anything about it until it gets to be a big problem. And it also can speak to when after you leave a situation, the card that comes before this is Six of Swords, which means leaving a toxic situation to go to a greener pastures, a better, safer place. And then you get the Seven of Swords, which is when you're in that new place, now you're trying to figure things out and what works and what doesn't. And you're trying and you don't know everything right away. That's why I call it kind of this tourist feeling where you're trying to figure out, and get your legs here. Now, with this unstable effort here, I feel like it's going to be a good time because this Three of Cups is a happy card. Card of celebration, partying, hanging out with friends, being social, new friends or old friends coming back, okay? And then you got the Seven of Pentacles where you're waiting for, this is waiting. I don't know if somebody's waiting for you, or this could be waiting to get their rewards, okay? That's something that you've been putting a lot of energy into, investing your energy into. And it's got this energy of not being exactly what you were expecting, but being, a blessing or exciting or wonderful regardless. On the bottom, we have Ten of Swords. Oh, shit. Okay, the Ten of Swords is, we see Seven of Swords, we see Ten of Swords, right? Now, if we take it in the sneaky way, just because they're both coming up, this is the end of a toxic situation, backstabbing, betrayal, some kind of, hurtful ending that you feel, or this situation, somebody felt hurt, wounded, and it might have been you, Taurus, because I saw the Nine of Wands, right? The wounded warrior. This is something brutal. There might have been some betrayal or whatnot. I don't know where this is going. I just told you what the cards meant. But it looks like, it could have been, this is what you left. Okay, because I told you Six of Swords when you leave a situation. This is Seven of Swords when you're trying to start over. From what? From something that was brutal, toxic, and ended. But it looks like it's a happier place for you, okay? Because it's going to Three of Cups, celebration and happy and social times. And then the Seven of Pentacles, which can be, you usually see a farmer tending to his garden and waiting for it to bear fruit. Just like here, they've portrayed it with a bird building its nest, preparing to, I guess, lay its eggs. So, starting over, right? And putting in the work and reaping the benefits of that. And it might be somebody, in the end, if it's going romantically speaking, then could be somebody that, is different than what you are used to. Okay? There's a lot. I think this is spirit intervening because I haven't been on YouTube in a while. So, there's so many messages. You guys take it however it is. And I pull so many oracle cards, just so the message is from spirit and it is for you guys. Okay? Because it ain't easy to pull like 12 oracle cards. Woo! Five of Pentacles. That fell out. We've seen this before. Lack of faith, lack of funds. Okay, this is easy come, easy go. This is a romantic read, Taurus. It has been romantic this whole time. It said your finances are great. You're going to go out again and start over. You're going to be social. It's going to be good times. But in the situation of love and romance, there's not enough money in the emotional bank. On the bottom, Ten of Pentacles. Ooh. Could be family issues. Okay, the way that your parents' relationship was. Or it could be this fear of commitment. Because Ten of Pentacles is the whole 9 yards. It is deep roots, fully committed, where you got to make decisions based on the kingdom and not just on your personal desires. Okay? And it could be, speaking to someone who's outside of what you're used to and so on. Ten of Pentacles is a lot of strings that are attached to your relationships or your romantic life. Okay? So it could be this Five of Pentacles, lack of faith, easy come, easy go. Why do people mess around and have like short-term flings in relationships where they don't commit and settle down? Why? Not always because, they're, lack of commitment or they're wanting to sow their oats or whatnot. Sometimes it's just where, personally, from my experience, what I've seen from people in my high school and university and so on, because I live in a very diverse city, it feels like this energy of when you cannot go outside, dip outside of what your culture or your religion or your background, then you do Five of Pentacles, which is you cannot fully commit. So you just kind of date, have fun, but you can't go to the Ten of Pentacles in love and romance. Why? Because you have commitments to your culture, to your roots, to your family, to your legacy. Okay? All that stuff. That's the kind of stuff where you try to dip out and you'll be cut off from the inheritance. Okay? That kind of stuff. Alright, so this is what I'm getting. Back to the read. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 18th to the 24th, please. Can you please get a Celtic cross for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July? Ooh, oh gosh, another message. Okay. And then for some of you who are doing well, oh shiz. Oh, there it is again. Nope, they're all connected. Okay. Two of Cups. This is a soulmate union, a wonderful partnership. This could be a best friend, your business partner, your boyfriend, your husband, you and your child. It's just like a soul connection with both cups, you know, sincere and full. Doesn't have to be that this is, you know, your husband or your love interest, okay, romantically. So you got this kind of soulmate connection, and there's all types of soulmate connection. You got Two of Cups, but then look what's going on here. Leaving. These are two cards of leaving. This is Eight of Cups. Leaving a situation that was not fulfilling and looking for something more, okay? We got that Two of Wands in the original drop on one side, wanting more, right? Then we got the Three of Wands saying you're going to get more, right? It's going to be a big social time for you. But Eight of Cups here is saying in this connection, whoever this romantic connection is, or your love connection is, or a soulmate connection, whoever you care about, you're leaving. Leaving. Six of Swords, leaving a toxic situation. On the bottom, King of Pentacles, that's you. Okay? King of Pentacles is, for some of you Taurians, okay, the King of Pentacles energy, if, you know, if Spirit is dividing up the message for different Taurians here, this King of Pentacles energy is again a major committed energy, just like that Ten of Pentacles that was on the bottom. Okay? King of Pentacles is someone who's likened to Midas. Their priority is not romantic love, where they're just going to go, you know what? F my family and my culture and my background. I'm going to just follow my heart. King of Pentacles won't do that. He's going to always know the value of things and, you know, calculate and see how someone fits into their kingdom. That's how they do things. Very good friend, brother, boss, husband, you know, everything. Just generous, kind, benevolent, all those things. But again, a lot of responsibilities. Committed to their kingdom. So for some of you, this is your energy. And here, walking away from a soulmate union, walking away from a partnership, walking away from some kind of connection here that is deep. Because you're leaving a toxic situation. You see Six of Swords leaving, Eight of Cups looking for something more, leaving. Two of Cups is that connection. Now, I can't stop Spirit for sending the cards that they want to send. This is what they want to send. Oh gosh, okay. So you know this came out on one side and this came out on the other side. We got Four of Pentacles. And on this one we got, look at this. Look at this. On the bottom, Magician. Okay, so what are we seeing, Taurus? We keep getting two messages. Wanting more, but being shut off. Okay? You getting more, still being shut off. So you got 10 of Cups and you got 9 of Cups. What have I been saying from the beginning of this read? I said, you want more. But you have those barriers up. The Hermit, the Moon, 9 of Pentacles, and you got, what was the other one? What was the first one? What was the first one? Yeah, I don't remember right now. But my point is they were all like solo cards. Okay? 9 of Wands, Wounded Warrior. That was the first card. And I was saying, whatever you're doing, you got 9 of Pentacles. I said your finances are cool. Things are good. But emotionally, you're going through a lot. And romantically, there's options. And you have that window open, but you have like 7, you know, barbed wire gates around you. Okay? So, again, here we have on one side Nine of Cups and Ten of Cups. Two of the happiest cards in the deck, okay, below the sun. You got Nine of Cups. This is a wish coming true. Look, the cat that ate the canary. Then you got Ten of Cups. Those Ten of Cups. These cups are emotions. I should just end the reading here. Just go to straight oracle cards. Forget the Celtic cross, okay? I think I'm boring you guys with the same message here. I'm not doing the Celtic because this took too long. I gotta do everybody's sign. And this is the same repeated message here. Ten of Cups, Nine of Cups. Things are going to be so freaking awesome. This is complete fulfillment. This is the whole 9 yards. You saw Ten of Pentacles, right? And for those of you who love your coins, and I know Taurians love their coins, I'm torn. I feel right now, because of all this Cancer energy, as you can see with the rose quartz and all that, like Ten of Cups is a better card than the Ten of Pentacles. Why? Because this is like, you're happy. You're just so feeling the love, all right, with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Pentacles is like a more earthly card, you know what I mean, where you're feeling the power, you're feeling the legacy, you're feeling the wealth, and you know, like you're making real, like you're preserving your culture and helping others and doing benevolent work. Ten of Cups is very much a card of like, you're just happy. This is the card where you're willing, unlike the King of Pentacles, this Ten of Cups is like, you're willing to do anything for love, okay? This is where you can break away from what you know and pursue what you love, and you've got it. So here you get something that's a dream come true, and it brings complete emotional fulfillment. Your cup, like, this is the happily ever after. This is called the happily ever after card. But look at you, boo, over here, Four of Pentacles. This is like this miser, okay? In love and romance, this is someone who's completely closed off. Where even if someone tries to come up and approach you and talk to you and strike up a conversation, you're like, hi, good morning, thank you, bye. And you're, nice day, boom, done. Okay, that's not Four of Pentacles energy. You're just not even open or receptive to it. This is the Nine of Wands energy, okay? Four of Pentacles is holding really tight to what you have, being scared, being paranoid. What's this person want from me? What do they want to take from me? And, you know, feeling distrusting, holding on to what you have very tightly, being cheap in spirit. Okay, I don't mean cheap like, you know, you're a cheap person. I mean like being miserly with yourself, with your emotions. But then at the same time, look what you got. You might even feel paranoid. Maybe some of you will feel like, do they want me for my money? You know what I mean? Like, what are they trying to take from me? What are they trying to do now? What's their angle? Okay? So you got the Nine of Wands and all that kind of stuff. It's saying this is a happily ever after card. So if this resonates for you, it's saying you can let your guard down. Please do. Okay? And you got the Magician. Magician also represents that alchemy, that be a ability to transform your situation, having everything you need to manifest your happiness. Now I'm pulling oracle cards because that went on forever and I feel like I was saying the same message again and again. All right, so let's pull some love cards because it seems to be a love reading for sure. Okay, I have to pause. I got a phone call. 1 second. Alright guys, I had to see to a phone call, and lucky I did because I saw that my Acron Pro here, a gadget that holds up my phone, just slid down because I forgot I loosened all of the little knobs. So sorry for that. Let's get back into your read. I'm pulling love oracle cards. Let's start with Doreen Virtue, okay? Just because we know it's cheesy and it's got all the stuff that love readings love. So here we go. This is Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels. I'm just going to leave this here like this, okay? Because you saw so many cards already, guys. The reading is the same every time there's a, you know, message. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you so much. Can we please get some oracle cards here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 18th to the 24th? Now, I know I said 18th to the 24th. That's 1 week, but you know I've been talking about August and what's been going on with the 7-year transit with Taurus, Uranus and Taurus. and stuff like that. So this is not something that's just going to pop off in a week, okay? I'm sure you'll be feeling it, whoever this resonates for, but there's more going on. It's going to be longer than that, but let's see how things play out down the road. But I just had that feeling and I wanted to tell you. So this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Can we get a card, please? I'll take one from the top if it's a pop-up, and I'll look at the bottom as well, as I always do. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 18th to the 24th, please. Can we get a card, please, for Taurus for July 18th to the 24th for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, let's take it. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Does that not just, I'm sorry if it's boring, but this is like straight up a big fat warning here, Taurus. It's saying, don't be the wounded warrior for the rest of your life. Give it a chance. You know, if you see someone awesome, give them the benefit of the doubt. Doesn't mean you have to give them all your pin codes to your life, okay, and your finances. It just means stay open and receptive. Don't do the Four of Pentacles. Drop the wounded warrior act. Try to just get back out there and try to be more trusting or more receptive, okay? Because here it's saying you're still mad. Forgiving and learning. It's saying you need to forgive and learn from that and move on. Release. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. That means until you do, you're not going to experience more love and blah, blah, blah. Now here it is on a silver platter. Happily ever after and a dream come true. Up to you. Stay optimistic about your love life. Meaning, what did we get in that first drop? The Moon. The Hermit. That is some straight up like a lot of deep thinking about what's your situation, how you're feeling, and wanting to be completely left alone and antisocial. It's saying, come out of that shell. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So maybe you need to watch some romantic movies. Maybe you need to meditate on this. Try to, think positive and put some rose-colored glasses on. Okay? So here it's saying, it's all there, but you need to get over this wounded warrior energy. Forgiving and learning, staying optimistic. But let's pull some more, because that's how I do. This is Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, again, somehow this other app started working on my phone. Okay, it's Mercury Retrograde. I don't know. Bixby, it just was turning on, and I'm not alone, so they had to use the washroom, and then I checked and the recording stopped. So here we go again. That's why when the cards came out, 3 cards dropped, and I was like, or 4? I was like, what the heck does that say? And that's when Spirit's like, I ain't saying nothing because your camera ain't recording. Alright, so back to the reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 18th to the 24th. That's it. Alright, here we go. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Now, here you see intentionally a lot of little children and the world. And you see this adult hand holding on to this beautiful little plump baby hand, okay? And then you've got this chain that links both of these hands. And here it's saying shift your focus from the problem back to love. So again, when I said to you, 9 of Wands in love and romance can be for some of you that if you have kids, you just can't even fathom how to move forward now because it's been all about them. Okay, and now you've got these like options coming up in love and romance, and you've had that window open, and it's more stress than even something positive here. Okay, that's what it feels like. And it's saying here, just don't put all that stress and energy onto it. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Okay? And consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. Let me read these to you. Okay, because I feel like there's a little bit of a warning here, okay? With like, for some of you, okay, who have kids, this is what I'm feeling, that it's kind of saying, don't stress out so much because no one's going to get in the way, nobody, okay, of how you feel about your kids or the time you spend or how much energy that you devote to them. So instead of making it into a big problem and making it into a big deal, it doesn't have to be a big deal because you know what your priorities are, okay, and no one's going to be able to mess that up if you know what your priorities are. All right, so where is my book? Over here. All right. Let me read 50, okay, just because it says consider your foundation. So this one. You're being asked to look at how committed you are to love. Love means to commit without guarantees. We give ourselves completely in the hope that love will be the lasting result. Love is an act of faith. Surround yourself with love and know that your life will be better for it. Beautiful. Now let's read 7. Another 7 here with the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. We are conditioned to dwell on problems. The true reality is love. Make the choice now to take a deep breath and focus on what is true. Negativity will disappear once you affirm, everything's okay. I choose love. And Taurus, you know your last reading for July, the monthly. This same deck, it said choose love. You know? And there was 2 other cards. So it's getting the same message. And also, you know, these cards were saying you might have already, you know, met the person you're seeking and someone you already know. And I told you back then when I did that July reading, up to you, right? Because it's not, I'm an all or nothing person. And I really do feel like you can love a lot of people, right? A lot of people can be a great partner. That just sounds so freaking boring. But up to you. Okay. So you see that kind of like disappeared here with this week's reading. It's kind of more about you got your guard up and stuff, okay? But that person still might be awesome. I don't know. Okay, just telling you how I see it. This is the crystal reading cards by Rochelle Sharman. Let's get a crystal for you guys to work with for the week, okay? And it'll give us some guidance too and some chakra healing that needs some healing, some chakras that need healing. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For July 18th to the 24th, please. Can we get a crystal? And I'll peek on the bottom as well. Can we get a crystal, please, for them to work with? For July 18th to the 24th. Some guidance and a crystal, please. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Can we get a crystal, please? Woo! There we go. Okay, healthy body. Agate. On the bottom, pink tourmaline, forgiveness. Again, okay? This ain't to forgive whoever it is. Whoever that cockroach is that hurt you. So forgive them. If you want to. Alright. Agate. But forgive them for you, not for them. Because, look. You don't want to be the wounded warrior for the rest of your life. It's boring. Agate. Healthy body. I just want to read this because I don't quite remember. Restores, grounds, and nurtures the energy field. Brings in all the divine qualities of Mother Earth. Reconnects you to the divine energy flow of the planet. Assists in shamanic journeying to meet the plant and tree devas. Now this is related to your base and sacral chakras. So your first and second chakras, okay? Base and sacral. It's a range of variety of earthly colors, browns, reds, and oranges, blacks, whites, creams. So it says profound healing occurs when you align with the earth's healing energy. Again, this is like this message that I've been getting constantly, okay, where there's a deep desire. This is what I'm picking up on. My frequency is I'm picking up on this need for a connection to Mother Earth, to connect with Earth, to be more outdoorsy, to have better health, to get your wind levels up. Okay, you're in Asian cultures like called wind horse. Go where there's like, you know, fresh air, earthing, gardening, all that kind of stuff to reconnect, to get a healthy body. Okay, so this is what it's coming through as, especially with Uranus and Taurus, representing all of this earth energy. I already read to you what Uranus and Taurus is, like environmentalism, taking care of the earth. We know Venus is also represented Taurus with the Empress card as well, which is like Mother Earth, fertility, creation, all that stuff. So I really do recommend doing a lot of, you know, outdoorsy things, you know, being out there gardening, hands in the dirt, all that stuff, you know, running around barefoot. Do it. Okay. As it says, so blah blah blah, the body is a sacred temple. One of the greatest acts of self-love is to care for it in a balanced, healthy way. And this reminds me of that Dr. Sebi, you know, going alkaline as opposed to like having an acidic diet here. So I think I've talked about Dr. Sebi before, how these like non-GMO foods has that kind of, you know, structure there that over time has made it able and capable to heal your body, where genetically modified plants and organisms, things like that, food, okay, doesn't have the same ability, or doesn't have the ability, I don't know, okay, if it doesn't have it at all. I'm sure there's some nutritional value, but it's saying the stuff that over time naturally, because natural is best, is therefore able to heal you. So let's just back to that Dr. Sebi stuff, okay, for 1 second. It says, well, set realistic goals. Be patient as your body adjusts to this transformation. You may need to go on a detox or address diet, nutrition, exercise issues. Once your body is in balance, the mind, body, and spirit will follow. This card could also be a sign that you have been putting a lot of work and attention into your physical body, and this hard work is definitely paying off. You're coming back into alignment with your body and are moving towards your ultimate health. All right, beautiful. Now, I'm going to just do 2 more cards, okay? One is going to be the Sacred Traveler, and the other one's going to be the Goddess cards, okay? So this is the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. Can we get a card, please? And I'll peek on the bottom as well. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 18th to the 24th, please. Can we get some guidance for Taurus? Ooh, there's a lot. Okay, this is what, 2 cards. Rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. Journey by moonlight, believe in magic. Now when this card comes up, some of you, you're going to be doing some kind of traveling, overnight travel during, like, when I got this card, when I do my own cards, I do it for my friends or family. When this card comes up, it's like, you know, oh, what's this about? Like, oh, what does that mean? And when am I going to be doing that? And then somehow down the road, a few days, I see myself like traveling long term in overnight somewhere, okay, where I'm traveling in the night by moonlight. So for some of you, from the 18th to the 24th, you might be going on a trip, okay, or you might be going out at night or something. It's going to be something memorable, important, okay, that's going to be a good memory for you, okay? I don't know. This is Journey by Moonlight. Someone's traveling by moonlight, okay? Overnight travels, might be going somewhere. Believe in magic. Rejuvenating rain, it says, clear the past, heal the present. We'll just leave all this business up here, okay? Forgiveness, forgiveness. Let the past go. Journey by Moonlight. Okay, and on the bottom, uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. I'm going to leave that there as well, okay? Okay, let me read this to you real quick. Where is the book? Sacred Traveler. Here we go. Let me read Rejuvenating Rain. That just feels like more of that earthing energy here. Okay. Physical and emotional healing is occurring. There is a cleansing and clearing of old emotional wounds, and even a release of past life limitations is happening. All is forgiven. Absolve yourself. Forgive others their transgressions against you. It's time to let it all go. Okay, did you hear that? No, that's forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. let it go. Okay. There's more. I'm not reading it because that's the gist of it. Okay, Journey by Moonlight. Card meaning. Magic is all around you. Spiritual dimensions and mystical realms are only a thought away. The veil is thin right now between you and the realm of the fairies, elves, angels, and spirit beings. It's indeed a magical universe, and the key to opening the doors to these realms is to trust. Even if you can't see, trust that you're being supported in mysterious and wondrous ways. All is not as it seems. Trust your intuition and those nudges from spirit. Believe. Again, I'm going to go rewind this tape back to the beginning. You got the moon, Journey by Moonlight, and you got the hermit on the drop, the first drop. And I said to you, you guys are going to be going, some of you, very spiritual time. Retreats, meditation, keeping your own counsel, being antisocial, all that stuff, okay? So this is what Journey by Moonlight is representing too. Also, we know Cancer rules the moon, or the moon rules whatever, okay? Cancer and moon. And then you also know that Mercury retrograde is entering Cancer on July 19th, which is, I believe, in a couple days. So this increased sensitivity, you're going to be feeling it, and it's saying the veil is thin right now. So you're going to be communicating. What did I say to you? Myself, the downloads are insane, okay? Is that what you call it? Downloads? I don't know. My mind, like my brain feels like my whole forehead, everything feels like it's going to explode. I have bags down to my knees. I am so tired. I need to sleep every night. I have been getting so many messages and dreams and vision-y kind of things, and I don't even know where to start. So you're going to be feeling this energy too, this increased sensitivity, this intuition, psychic abilities, all that stuff. Veil is thin. That's what it's saying. Uncovering treasure. I'm sorry if I'm like being fast and stuff. Forgive me for my communication right now. That's lacking a little bit. It's Mercury retrograde. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. Uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Look beneath the surface in your life and you'll find treasure. Bounty is awaiting you in many forms. The secret is knowing that you deserve it and are worthy of it. Something that you thought was ordinary will turn out to be extraordinary. Take a second to look at the people and situations in your life. Sometimes receiving treasure is simply a matter of seeing life in a new way. The treasure was always there. You just didn't see it. And I like that these two are together because honestly, man, with all this Mercury retrograde and this moon energy and all that stuff, I told you, it's like putting so many ingredients in the pot of your mind stream that like the answer may be simple, but you're just overloaded with information, which leads to confusion, okay, and distraction. And then you're overwhelmed because like you didn't move, okay, because also gives you this feeling of lethargy. You're like, can't do it, not right now. So uncovering treasure is saying looking at things differently is always there. That could also speak to your romantic situations. This person's there. It's always been there. Again, you might have had a lot of barriers up because it could have been kids, it could have been your culture, your religion, your background, your commitments with the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Always thinking, how are they going to fit into my world? Oh, they don't fit. Well, then I'm going to be Five of Pentacles about it. Easy come, easy go. Have fun. Go out to the club, party, and then go home. Don't take you serious. All that kind of energy, okay? Finally, let's get some spiritual guidance here from the goddesses. This is Megan Waterson's Divine Feminine Oracle deck. You guys know it's one of my favorites. All right. So, can we please get a goddess, ascended master, saint, Dakini, Buddha. Warrior, princess, heroine, okay, whatever you want to call it. Can you get some wonderful spiritual advice here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Woo! Did you see that? The force. Ooh. Okay. Thank you so much. Ishitogyo, Lady of the Lotus Born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. Let me push her up here because you know that's how we do. And then the Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits. I have to say, okay, first of all, you know you guys got the Hermit card. I talked about it. the Moon and the Hermit. Remember I said very spiritual time, antisocial, blah, blah, blah. And you got the Magician over here, okay? They both are ruled by Virgo as well. For some of you, okay, because of the Hermit again showing up, for some of you there might be a Virgo influence in your life, okay? But I'm not saying that that's the case, or it has to be the case, okay? Because I feel like also is very antisocial, like, you know, wanting to be left alone. It's just one of those days where you just want to be alone and figure things out for yourself, okay? Perpetua, the saint of authenticity. I see my authentic self in all circumstances. So I'm going to leave all three up. Thank you, goddesses. Let me read about them, okay? Let me make sure that I have space here too, that you can see all of these beautiful ladies. All right. Nope, you can't. Okay, so I'm going to make room. Let's do this. Can you see that? Kind of, sort of. Yeah. Okay, this rejuvenating rain. So we're going to put Perpetua here. The Black Madonna. I'm going to put this card here, okay? Like that. And then we got Yishitogel. So when these three goddesses come out, you guys know Spirit and how it works. It's like Taurus energy is so strong, and there's so many fabulous Taurians out there. I feel like this is messages for different ladies, okay? So let me read them. You know you live there. So you see who resonates with who. All right. Where's my book? Again. There it is. Okay, let's read Yeshitogil first, because she came up first, not in alphabetical order. 121. All right, when your soul selects her card, and that's the portion I'm going to read, it can be so easy to forget that everything we touch, everything we say, and everything we do is not separate from the divine. Yishi embodied one of the most potent spiritual truths. The female body is an asset to enlightenment, not a hindrance. The body is a vehicle to free us from the idea that there are any limitations to reality. Tantra, which weaves together the sacred and the mundane to reveal the spiritual nature of all things, allowed Yishi to realize that she was both an ordinary woman and an incarnation of the Buddha Vajrayogini. We are both human and divine. We are both a mortal body and an eternal essence that continues on. The body too often can be the scapegoat for so much hate, distrust, and violence. The body holds infinite wisdom, pleasure, and possibilities. This is the moment to see your gorgeous body as the tremendous gift it is. It's the moment to realize that there is no greater intoxication than just being fully in your body from head to soul. Yishi is the call to remember the holiness of your flesh and deep wisdom your body contains and the temple you walk around in every day. Soul voice meditation. What helps me remember that my body is sacred? Intention. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. Now I'm just going to tell you, I told you a little bit before about Yishi. I don't know if you guys remember, but Yishi Togel, this Dakini, she was very beautiful. She had a rough time, okay? There's a lot of jealousy, a lot of people trying to, like, you know, take what they wanted or, like, force her to be their wife, and then, you know, that kind of situation. And she ended up on a very spiritual path and then married somebody who, you know, there was a divine purpose to it, but that person was someone who didn't appreciate her, not so smart, okay? And so they ended up going their separate ways. So this is just here, just want to give you some background. It's saying be incredibly grateful for your body, because she does stand out in the fact that, like, she was, honestly, when you read the history of her, very beautiful. So healthy body with this agate card and Yishitogel, this goddess. For some of you, it's saying be appreciative of the beautiful Venus body that you have, okay? How beautiful you are. Because it might be that for some of you, you got that Nine of Wands wounded warrior energy up. It's got healthy body, saying, you know, reminder here. So forgiveness and not being able to move forward because you're still grumpy. So it's just saying appreciate what you have, value it. You're so lucky. Okay. Our Lady, the Black Madonna. Okay, let's read that. 26. So for others here, I feel like we've got 3 goddesses showing up for different ladies here. It might be for everybody, for different people, male, female, I don't know. I'm not the one who's sending these messages, but let me just read it, okay? So when your soul selects a card, for millennia, the body, the earth, all forms of matter have been devalued and misunderstood. Doesn't that sound just like the other one? Okay. The dark has been so vilified, yet all life emerges from the pitch black womb. The darkness is potential. It's the crucial and elemental stage we must all go through to create new or more life. The Black Madonna is the emblem of deep wisdom, the profound consciousness that is inherent in all things. All living and created things has wisdom. The earth has wisdom, and the pain we experience as humans contains deep wisdom. When we are in the fires of suffering, it can be difficult to trust that gold is being forged. It can be hard to trust when we are in terrific pain that there is a process at work that will make us more authentic, more alive, and infinitely freer. It can be almost impossible to accept or notice the presence of the divine when we are at our most human. The Black Madonna is the cauldron that holds us steadfastly as we endure the alchemy, there's magician energy there, of integrating more soul into our existence. She is a promise that what doesn't survive the fires of suffering was never meant for us, and she is the presence that is there with us even when we might feel the most alone. That 4 of Pentacles, the Moon, the Hermit, okay? When we feel the most alone. Where are we? Reminding us that there is no darkness we can enter without being met by love. Soul voice meditation. How is my solitude serving me? Guys, did you hear that? How is my solitude serving me? That's what you're supposed to ask yourself, okay? That hermit energy as well, right? It goes intention. Your intention should be, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. All that stuff, okay? So let's go to the last one. Thank you. The Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits. Thank you so much. Thank you, Yishi Togyo. Let's move on to Goddess Perpetua. These cards are so big. All right. Where are you? There we are. 22. Okay. When your soul selects her card. When we find the courage to be true to who we are, a vitality returns to us. A voice that's both moving and compelling, simply because it's authentic. Saint Perpetua's words in her very personal and emotional diary were so impactful that 200 years later, the renowned church father Augustine would write about their beauty and truth. Saint Perpetua suggests that there is no greater power than choosing to remain our authentic self in all circumstances. She's that person who remained loyal to her soul. And she urges us through her example to embrace the power of being authentic now. Even in the face of death, she courageously held fast to her truth that she was Christian. Her right hand reveals the Christ mudra. She also reminds us that journal writing can be a sacred act of returning to ourselves, of listening to the soul voice inside us, and of going inward, this is more hermit energy here again, to find our answers. Perpetua is a call to a journal writing practice, even if it's just to record our dreams each morning. The inner voice that greets us as we write strengthens our authenticity. That voice becomes a light, a fire that calls to us and claims us as we dare to live out its truth. So, soul voice meditation. What is the truest statement I can say about who I am? Intention. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. And I feel like here, this is a lot of inner work, obviously, a lot of energy going towards, first of all, appreciating what you have, moving forward through forgiveness, and you're never truly alone. And say, how does your solitude help you, right? And journaling. Again, with this moon energy, that represents this feminine energy, that represents your subconscious, your hidden feelings, your dreams, your fears, all that kind of psychic energy. So remember I was telling you I got so many dreams. Okay, I don't know if you guys have been going through this, but it will give you insight into where you are and help you move forward and process how you're feeling. By journaling, your dreams, okay? You don't have to go so heavy like, I feel like this right now and blah 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 and write your whole history down. Personally, I'm paranoid. I wouldn't do that because I know someone's going to read it down the road. I don't feel comfortable about it, or I feel like somebody will. So just writing down your dreams, okay? And how that would be some kind of assistance to you. All right, so that's it, guys. Okay, I'm going to come back with your August read, and I'm going to be doing true love readings as well, but I'm going to stop saying I'm doing this and that because you know what? I have to see how things go. This is energy work. It's quite intense, and if my energy's off, I can't do it. So, love you all, Taurus. You know that's true, and you know I started with you guys again. I'm going to come back with your daily reads after I do their weeklies. Then I want to get your August out. Then I'll, you know. All right. Take care. Talk to you soon. Thank you for bearing with me while my Acron Pro is wiggling all over the place. Love you all. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.